93.3 FM and Unity TV. And of course, it's Wednesday, the 20th day in the month of December 2023. In the studio, it has been Professor P.H. Bamayi, Dean Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, University of Jos. And we've been joined in the studio for this very segment by Dr. Neketu Onogu Ameji, HOD, Veterinary Medicine, Surgery and Radiology, University of Jos. He's our guest for today's edition of Unity Trend, which we call it Focus. And the first edition of Focus was Focus on Taraba State. The recent one last Wednesday, it was Focus on Benue State. And today, our Focus edition is on Kogi. And so, Dr. Negedu is in the studio. I'll let him say good morning to our listener and viewer this moment. Good morning.
Okay, good morning, my listeners. I am actually glad to be here. I also have to thank the host for counting it worthy to invite me to be a guest in this program. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very quickly, because of our time, we'll just get to see what Kogi is all about. And I think, Prof,
yeah,
I believe in this with you because our time for us not to go.
Kogi State is a fantastic state. I've been there a number of times. In fact, I attended an interview there many years ago for technical aid corps at Lokoja, the state capital. Kogi State was created during the Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida regime in 1991, specifically on the 27th of August, 1991. By the 2006 census, which is yet to be updated, of course, some other different databases have updated the population. But as of 2006, Kogi State had about 4.4 million people by the official Nigerian census, 2006. So it's a fantastic state, wonderful state. To my own little knowledge, three major ethnic groups that dominate Kogi State: the Egira, Igalas, and the Okun. The Okun, to me, sometimes I used to think whether they're Yorubas. But I think Dr. Ameji will be telling us more about that today. Kogi State, what does Kogi State have to offer Nigeria? Probably we'll begin from there, Dr. Ameji. Why Kogi State? The confluence state is called. But what would Nigeria be losing if there is no Kogi State?
All right. This is Professor. So you're welcome.
Thank you.
Out to you now.
I think he has said it at least a recap or giving a summary of what Kogi State is entirely.
Okay.
Kogi State actually, right from time immemorial, has played a very pivotal role in the Nigerian history.
All right.
He had once acted as maybe the administrative capital of Nigeria under the British rule.
Okay.
Right when the Northern Protectorate was actually to say annexed and amalgamated. So Lokoja was actually to say the administrative headquarters of the entire Nigeria up to a time before it was moved from there. And Kogi State, as he rightly said, is made up of three major ethnic groups: the Igala, the Ibira, and the Okun. But apart from this, there are other ethnic groups. I won't call them minorities because some people get infuriated when you say minorities. So to say, we have the Nupes, or actually to say, or based on dialect, some of them are the Kankandas, the Kupas, or whatever. We have even the Ibraputo, we have the Basakumu, we have the Basange, we have the Oworo, we have the Ogori, and have the Mangongo. These are people, actually to say, who have been together right from time, just like I told us before, the maybe Northern Protectorate were under the same provincial administration. That is the Kaba province, so to say. So, but during the time of what we call creation of states, at the time we were divided into several other states. The Galas went to the Benue Plateau, then the Okuns and whatever went to Kwara, and the Ibera. Then the Nupes went to Niger State, at the time that is the Northwest. Then at the time when Babangida looked at it that, let most of the major provinces be made state. They now, so instead of Kaba province, they say now Kogi State, taking its name after the river.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, I see. Thank you so much.
So in Kogi State, do you have maybe some mineral resources, or what is Kogi noted for?
Quite
like
a
here
lot.
on the plateau.
Quite a lot. Quite a lot.
Yes, we are noted for potatoes,
Yeah,
and all
quite
that.
a lot. Because Kogi State, I think, is an agrarian maybe state. Apart from even the rich maybe fauna of the river, they are into fishing. They are into agriculture with producing crops like the cocoa, because the area is a fringe of the forest zone between the Guinea Savannah and the forest zone. So cocoa, the Okuns produce the cocoa. The Galas, they produce yam, cassava, produce maybe granite, melon, Benny seeds, and quite a lot, maize. Then the Ibira as well, actually, so they are into trading, fishing, and also farming activities as well. And there are a lot of mineral resources bound in Kogi State. They have minerals like the iron ore, where we have the Tafe iron ore, but that the Nigerian government thought it wise in the early 80s to establish a steel company, a steel rolling company in Ajakuta. So they established what we call the iron mining ore in Itakwe to feed the steel rolling plant. Also, we have limestones, we have coal. The coal, I think that is one area that my people actually to say, the coal that we have even in the colonial era, we talk about the Nkalagu or the Enugu coal. It was being ferried from the Igala area, the Okaba coal mine, or whatever. So up to today, the coal mine is in existence, being taken over now with the extraction by Dangote group of companies that they want mining it there. We also have maybe other mineral resources like precious stones, gemstones around the Ibon and Kogi State.
Okay. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes.
Now, what if you want to talk about the government of Kogi State? What's your assessment of the present government in Kogi State vis-a-vis the past government, and the one hopefully that will take over from the present? What is your assessment?
Okay, even as you get prepared to answer this professorial question, could you please start from, I'm interested in knowing a federal establishment in Kogi. Do you have any, institutions that for federal governments, in terms of school or any of these?
Yes. There are several even federal government maybe presence in Kogi State. Starting from the school, we have the Federal Poly Ida. We have the what we call the Federal College of Education Okene. We have the Federal College of Agriculture Kaba, which is an offshoot of the College of Agric in Zaria, APU Zaria. Apart from that, I think as a present, we have the Federal University Lokoja. For that actually to say is in operation.
All right, then.
So to say.
And the Kogi State University.
And the Kogi, he's talking about federal presence, so that's why I'm limiting myself to that.
All right. All right, thank you. So, your assessment.
Okay. Looking at the government of Kogi State, I think right from time immemorial, I think one thing is this. When Kogi State was created in 1991, August 27 per se, during the military era, the first military administrator that was posted to Kogi State is one retired, now late, retired Colonel Donald Zakari. Actually, people assuage that it's of the Gala extraction, even right from my own village, but he never accepted. Something happened around us that we know for say, and Gala extraction. From there, the civilian government that came in later, in 1992 or whatever, was even an Igala man, late Prince Abakar Audu. Then after the return of civilian rule, democratic rule in 1999-2000, he came in again and won a second round of election. Thereafter, change of government came in. Ibrahim Idris came in 2003. After Ibrahim Idris did for another 8 years, then we have another Igala man who now came in. Whatever, there's Idris Wada as well, who came in there. He ruled for just one tenure. Then I think fate had it that we know the story in 2015, how even the late Prince Abaka Audu, who almost was at the verge of being declared governor-elect, and he passed on. Then fate now brought the current governor, Alhaji Yaya Doza Bello. And when he came in, though there was mixed reactions here and there, but we felt, those of us actually who are learned and among some of the elites or whatever, we felt, if the Gala, people of the Gala extraction have tasted it this way, yes, it's good. Other maybe tribes or whatever have to taste it equally as well. And so support was given to him even after maybe there was rancor here and there. And he had it for even 90, maybe 8 years running. By next year in February, I think he should be packing up from that place. And though Faith still had it again, an election was held, then another maybe Kogi indigene of the Ibera extraction actually say was declared winner. So to me, actually to say, it's politics. And politics per se, what do we say? Because it's only in this country we talk about the tribe or the person even actually to say ruling in government. If the administration is good, you don't even care to know who is there. And the person has a feeling of those maybe actually to say he's governing. Are you getting it? So that is it. So to me, I have no much of a problem with the personality of Alhaji Yaya Adoza Bello. And I have no problem if Usman Ododo is the one who will continue rolling, as long as Kogi State actually its unity, its peace and progress, development is kept intact. Thank you, sir.
Fantastic. Can you please compare developments in Kogi State and Plateau State?
I think actually, if among the, let me just put that, if we say Plateau State, Kogi State, I think we are still far below. Why am I saying so? Because when I got to Plateau, I've been, I think, after my primary school, I've been on the Plateau for some times for my secondary school. Then before I went back to Benue State, where I finished from Government College, Macaulay. Plateau State have been a little bit stagnant per se. The same way it is, though when you can't really, at the time Plateau State was created, around, I think 1975 or so, or 1976, right? Compared to the time Kogi State was created in 1991 or whatever. The two states, actually to say, may not be able to rank equally when you put them on a scale, but if you look at what determines development, it's a man at the helm of affairs, or whatever. I think after Solomon La or J.T. Gunwork or so, Plateau State has not witnessed any drastic kind of developmental stride that occurred that time. Until Baba Jam King, and after that, I think other maybe will have the.
All right, Doctor. Thank you so much.
So Kogi State, actually to say, is still has not picked its feet per se, just like Plateau is.
All right, Doctor. Sorry, I'll be cutting you now. It's 9 o'clock.
Yes,
we're going on a short break.
Yes, sir.
And so when we come back, you'll be telling us more about Plateau and Kogi.
No problem.
Our viewer and our listener, it's time for us to go on a short break. Please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking you were dead. How's your taxpayer mansion? How was your...
Get ready to be entertained and inspired by the incredible stories around the globe. Don't miss out on the excitement. Hello at Work is an ultimate TV program that brings to you the interesting stories and daily happenings worldwide. Join us Mondays and Thursdays, 10 a.m. as we dive into the daily happenings and stories. Tune in and stay. Say hello to the world as you bring in your ideas, as it is a perfect blend of entertainment and information. Get ready to stay up to date while being entertained.
Unity. Unity TV.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long.
Stay tuned with us on Unity 93.3 FM and Unity TV. Today happens to be Wednesday and it's the 20th day in the month of December 2023, and this is Unity Train. Ijia the Monuments, my name. In the studio it has been Professor P.H. Bamaye and our guest to discuss Kogi as our focus for the edition of Unity Train. Okay, is Dr. Nekedu Onogu Ameji. He'll be telling us, he'll just pick from where he stopped actually. He was telling our viewer and our listener, Plateau and Kogi, what he feels about them in terms of development, governance. So,
thank you.
Doctor.
And thank you, viewers and listeners. I think, actually, as I was saying earlier, though Kogi State and Plateau State per se, not being actually on the same pedestal, may not be able to compare them in an exhaustive manner to say that, oh, this one is doing better than this one. But one thing is that is common to all the states, including even, let me just say all the states of the nation, is that we lack what we call developmental blueprints that leaders come in and go. I think that is even the undoing of our own maybe democratic government. Other climes where democracy is practiced, even a state, including municipal councils or whatever, they have blueprints upon which successive government actually they have to sit on. Just like we're talking about Kogi State now. We during the time of late Prince Abubakar Audu, who was there between maybe 1992 to a time or 1999 to 2003. Actually, say Kogi State witnessed drastic what we call developmental stride. That was at the time that the Kogi State University was created. At the time you have road networks being opened here and there. The Kogi State Polytechnic also was created here and there. But subsequent government came in. They now decided to actually say. Just sit on the elephant back and not even try to maybe expand or even reform most of the things that were actually on ground before they came in. And because of that, it has been on a stagnant foot for a long time. I wish now Adoza Bello just has done almost 8 years, is going. The subsequent government that will come, first of all, what he needs to think about is how to maybe have a rolling plan. Developmental rolling plan ongoing for a state is possible. Even if you don't just look at the national, all you just do is to align it, have some maybe think tank personality who will think of how to move the state forward. The same thing to Plateau as well. Because Plateau, I begin to wonder, if you go to most of the northern states that I know, entering the city, you see dual carriageway from a point almost about maybe 50 kilometers away, announcing that you are come to even a state capital. You will not get to know that you are in Jos or in Jos until you get to Maraban Jama, which is very, 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 no, it's unbecoming to say. Get to even, you are coming from Bauchi, by the time you get to even Babale, you don't know the difference between Bauchi State and even Plateau State. It's unbecoming, or it's not what is actually so, it's not befitting of Plateau State per se. I wish the maybe incoming or the present administration to say, we'll do something to correct that. These are things we need to do. Let us actually to say give ourselves actually to say the sense of belonging and the comfort that our people need, that we have people there who are voted. So thank you, sir.
Oh mine, I would have loved we continue to give you all of this time, yes. But of course we'll just give our viewer and listener that time to also call, and we hear their own inputs on this, and after which we'll be coming back to give our guests in the studio all of the time to respond. Okay, thank you. In case you're there and willing to call, it's 07032353315. I'll call the line again, this time around a bit slowly. 07032353315. If you want to be with us on our Facebook page, you just go Unity Radio FM/TV JOS. Unity Radio FM/TV JOS for Facebook, and on YouTube you just go Unity FM TV on YouTube. And for SMS, you can throw in your SMS on 0808-478-9999, and the studio line to call us live. You call and tell us your name, your locations. You go on in a minute, straight out in a minute. Please, let's have your submission. Thank you, and do have yourself a wonderful call even as we await that. 07032353315. Remember, comments made on this platform, they are not in any way the position of Unity FM or Unity TV. And so if you call, we have a rule. Our rule is that you must be deliberate, you must be willing, and no name calling. You don't have to confront anyone, and so stick to the position of promoting peaceful coexistence. That's what we care so much to do. All right. I just get to the line again. 07032353315 is the line to be a part of it. Doctor, I think we'll just go back to you even before we begin to the system gets ready to receive the call. I think we have a call already. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Okay, we cannot hear that. 07032353315 if you want to be a part of the conversation this morning. Is focus, and today's focus is on Kogi. How we do it, we try to look at issues. What is it the Plateau should learn from one state every week? For this week is Kogi. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Kogi.
Thank you. Your name?
Good morning, guys in there. Good morning, Prof. My name is Akwai. I'm calling from Terminus.
All right.
What I want to say is issue of what Prof say about scarcity of money.
Yes.
You see, when from Central Bank now start doing his own, you know, remember there is God. But tomorrow now, when the boss will trash him now, you will see him carrying Bible, carrying Quran. But now he doesn't remember that people are dying. Look at what happened to Emefiele. Emefiele now, if they say Emefiele will carry Bible, Emefiele will carry God, we believe. Well, how many people did Emefiele kill in this country that call Nigeria?
Are you serious?
I remember one of our neighbor, man of my neighbor, went to hospital because of there's no cash to pay for the hospital to buy drugs. Human give up.
Okay.
You understand? Here in Jos. Now this one have started his own again. What kind of country are we? Are we in Banana Republic?
Mr.
This
Kingsley.
is surprising, honestly, my brother.
Kingsley
God bless our country, Nigeria.
Mr. Kingsley Barnabas, he's already out already. He's a drop call, I think. Okay, he's saying Emefiele killed. I think, okay, there are some policies or some policies, so to say, that results in loss of life because it will affect people. That is the impact of it. Negative impact. I mean, that is what Mr. Kingsley was actually trying to bring out. Okay, not really that anyone was seen carrying weapons to go kill another one, but of course, it resulted to a lot of negative impact and experiences there. So 07032353315 is the number to be a part of today's conversation. Kogi and Plateau State. What do you know about Kogi? What do you know about Plateau? So how can these two states, what should Plateau State learn from Kogi and what should Kogi learn from Plateau State? And we have a guest in the studio. Our time is fast spent. I'm in between thinking of what actually to do because we have a lot from our guest, but he hasn't said even much because of time. At this point, let's just hear from you, Doctor, very quickly.
Yes.
Now, what do you think Plateau should learn from Kogi? And what Kogi should learn from Plateau?
Okay, I think I would rather prefer that the two states, as you said, need to go to learn from other northern states. Right? Why am I saying so? Are you getting it? Why am I saying so?
The two states should go
and learn from
other northern states.
Yes. Because one thing is that most of the northern states actually may not have the maybe enough human resources as the two states will have. Like Plateau, a lot of human resources are available here. A lot of agricultural resources and even mineral resources are available. Compared it to Kano. Kano is just a trade center. Let me just say commercial center hub. When you go to Kano, there's visually no section of the state capital or whatever that is not well developed in Kano. Every part is touched. The same way, go to this Bauchi. When you get to Bauchi, you see infrastructural development on ground. Go to Gombe. The time I think it is not quite maybe some years I got to know Gombe. I traveled to Gombe, the modern Gombe, like put it. Are you getting it? I was actually fascinated with what I saw. So these are things we need to do. We need to do things that people's eyes can see. not amassing wealth for ourselves or maybe for our cronies to say. Because if there is good infrastructural development, anyone, any day, you have already imprinted your name in the sun. That you can see at so time this one was there, at so time this one was there. Which is better? Are you getting it? The Holy Book says a good name is better than riches. There is a saying that says a good name is better than even riches.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
Okay.
So to me, the two states still need to go and
Is that to say you don't see so much in terms of development from these two states, Plateau State and Kogi?
From what I've said earlier, the developmental strides in these two states is appalling. It's not up to what any man can beat himself. Just like I said, after maybe the late Solomon La, which of blessed memory, so respected, the other governor that actually to say tried to an extent is Babanya.
Okay.
So to say, because of I'm not talking about other inputs or whatever, but the infrastructural development. You open up so many other areas. Are you getting building roads, making sure that, and that's up to today now. You see that the state capital, Plateau State capital, Jos, there's expansion and people are moving towards Dong. People are moving to around maybe Laminga, all these areas. These are areas he opened. Are you getting it?
Yes.
The same way it is to Kogi State. Go to Kogi State. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Kogi State is still just a one-way traffic center, city center, I would say. It was during the late Prince Abubakar who opened up what we call the new House of Assembly complex, where we have the CBN to join the highway express right from maybe Abuja going to Osokene. Those are the things still there up to today. He opened up some housing estates or whatever, which are still there. Are you getting it? Up to today? At the time, the former Idris Wada started a housing estate of 2-bedroom flat. Are you getting it? When you see it, it looks like cubicles, which have not been finished up to today. Are you getting it? So, what are we saying?
You said something about approaching state capital.
Yes.
For instance, you get to know when you're just coming into one state, dual carriage road, and then you don't seem to see that on the plateau. So what would be your advice? I want to believe you know so much about plateau that you would want to even suggest where should we have bypass and then some of this. Very quickly.
I think the first thing we'll talk about this Bauchi Road, the Perengada Road, is an eyesore. I don't see what even the market is doing around that side. If they cannot help to expand it, let the market go away. Are you getting it?
Okay.
Let the market go away. We in our own climb or in our own setting, we prefer market to be on the road. Are you getting it? And at the same time, you want to actually collect taxes or revenue from these people. Are you getting it? You are promoting it, you are encouraging them. Are you getting it? Because by the time, even if you tell them to go away, and they still remain there, you come tomorrow and collect their 50 naira or 100 naira. Are you getting it? Or you are promoting them, giving them the grant to start. So to me, this Bauchi Road, Perengada Road needs to be dualized. Or can even, if they cannot dualize, let them even expand it a little bit. And the markets in Perengada should go away. You don't need that market there. Anywhere market is, if you need anything there, you go into it. Are you getting it?
Oh my, this is serious. Okay, I'll read some comments on Facebook. This one says, good morning, Kubi and the Prof in the studio. I'm watching you live from Terminus Market. I wish the former governor of Plateau State, Simon Bakola Long, would make a smile for the people. Amen. This one is coming from Aminu Abdullahi Shuaibu. Thank you, Aminu, for watching. And from Muhammad Tajuddin say good morning, Kubi and the Prof. Bereavement is something that must happen to a person at some stage of his life, and we must accept it. I have been bereaved myself many times, but the most prominent ones that touched my heart the most are the loss of my parents. Patience, submissions to Allah, and prayers to the deceased are the most important things in that period. Muhammad Tajuddin from Naraguda. Thank you. One of our topics, I think, when was it? On Monday. Good morning, Unity. I wish you the best. And it's coming from Aminu Ali. I think that's the most we can take, because we really have to, again, go back to our guest so that he will get to we're having some issues, I think, I want to believe, with our studio line, but you may still want to keep trying, just in case. We'll be lucky to hear from you. Okay, SMS, this one say, morning, the happiness of a drop of water is to die in the river. Stay in the midst of the people like Professor B and Cool B, the guests and the good people. We are grateful. Hassan Garba. Okay, Hassan G. Okay, Hassan G is saying, anyway, thank you. We appreciate. Now, I'm still talking about what we need to do to bring about visible developmental strive for us as a people and as a state. You talked about Faringada. Okay, you know, the people there actually. Okay, I think we have a call. Let's get to. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning, your name? Okay, I don't think that it's a call for us. 070-3235-3315. We seem to be having issues, but then please, I would love that you continue to try. I'll be very happy, and I'll be the luckiest to hear from you concerning Plateau and Kogi. Thank you. Maybe we'll just go back to you again, Adapter. So, what would be your, let's begin to cap up, by the way. So, what would be your advice in terms of bringing, people always say, dividends of democracy. So, what would that be? If you're
dividend of democracy has to do with what people can benefit during maybe the democratic era or maybe the government of the day. It may not necessarily mean the kind of money you are able to amass, but the kind of what we call comfort you are able to get or be able to put your hands to do with maybe creating the enabling environment for you to thrive. Just like I rightly said, talking about him, you know, it's only in maybe in our own climb we have to talk about this before, because before any government should come in, they have what we call their own manifesto to fit into the blueprint, maybe a rolling plan that is there already. How to be able to achieve it. Okay, I may even want to touch a bit of Kogi State. Kogi State, it took its name from maybe the river Kogi. And we had that river Benue, river Niger actually combined together to form a confluence. But I need to let you know that Kogi State don't have even a stable water supply, in spite of the fact that it's been almost been encircled or pushed to one side by the two major rivers. Are you getting the same thing of late? Even Plateau State now, the water supply is something. It's something else. You are in a state or whatever you're looking for. Are you getting as if you are scrambling actually to drink from a dish? Are you getting it? These are things people do, and there should be a succor for people to say, oh, have a relief. Oh, because of this. Oh, it is what. Just like I rightly said earlier, you know, that client, people don't even care about who is there. They only get to know who is going to actually assume maybe a political office when it comes to vote in election, because each one of them will campaign. But once they maybe election come and go, everybody focus on his own business. The one that is to administer well. The one is to go into trade or professional engagement or skill, whatever. Then everyone goes his own way. But here we continue to talk. That's why the name calling abuses of government continue, because they are not doing what they are supposed to do. Are you getting it?
Yes. Okay. This one is saying, "May God heal our brokenness." Okay, it's from Charity Halley. Oh, thank you. I'm able to receive this. And this one is saying, "Good morning, Kubi and the Prof. To handle bereavement is not easy, but people should know that." Destiny will never change, and whatever happens is being destined to happen, either good or bad. May Almighty God make it easy to us. Al Hassan from Tudun Wada. Something is happening actually. I really cannot tell. Some of these things are coming again and again on our Facebook page. I think it's for Monday's topic. Let's just round up. What will be your final word even as we begin to...
Okay. The final word is that it's never late. And it's never late in the sense that when we're talking about issues of insecurity, youth hooliganism, unemployment, or whatever. These are things that can easily be handled by the government if the right even approach is used. Because one, the enabling environment is created. Everyone can just go about his own normal business. You go to school, you either maybe learn, maybe what to call your certificate can actually be able to fetch you a job or give you an enabler environment to be able to produce something out of what you don't need to. Do you have to either go into maybe issues that or maybe crime? No, you don't. You're not going to crime. Do you have to even maybe join talks? Because at present it's talks, political talk that is reigning. Because we hear you see that a talk, maybe once he joins politics, he knows that he begin to recruit gangs that can be used during election time. Okay. So I would rather say that it's not late for the government of the day to begin to think outside the box. They only tell, are you getting where it's only will tell us to bear with them. Bear with them after 4 years. They will not come again, bear with us. After another 4 years, bear with us. They have to think outside the box. Are you getting? So that at least we'll be able to maintain even the sanctity of our state and the nation even in general.
Okay, before we hear final words from Prof, when you said we don't need the foreign market, for instance, of course, if time would have been there for us, I'm sure you would have mentioned a couple of other markets and even beyond just markets. Okay, so did you also think of what would be the solutions? Because lots of people eat from when they sell, they trade around foreign very quickly. So.
Good. Just like it is, I believe that even now all of us came to this place. We came from our houses. I say anywhere market is, anyone that has anything to do will go there. They must not necessarily be on the road. It must not necessarily be maybe at a time where you are used to, whether you sleep there or not sleep there. Are you getting? The government will actually to say create a market where people will flow in. I know people who even go all the way from here to Jengere Market. They go all the way from here to the Fulani. Are you getting it? Yes. So there's no way within just say, and that one will even create a more serene environment. Yes, thank you. A serene environment for the government to monitor and be able to know.
But there's satellite markets. Do you know about that, sir?
The satellite market is there. But since actually to say there are no enforcement or whatever, people prefer where they will be free. There are freelancers or free traders or whatever moving on the street. And do you know the danger of this? Apart from this, there are a lot of dangers associated with it. People get knocked down easily by moving vehicles. Some the passive traders as well who hawk things around on the road. Some of them are actually they commit crimes. Are you getting? They rob people even when they slow moving vehicle or whatever, do all other things, so to say. That's why nobody will prefer to go to the satellite market where it is fenced around. Are you getting? Because people, what they are looking for is already on the roadside for them to pick. Are you getting? So they won't just want to actually to say spend time to go to where maybe they have to seek what they are looking for.
All right, thank you very much. I think you will be invited to the studio for some other things, not just Kogi and Plateau, because I see that you have a lot for us in terms of the position of our markets in Plateau.
Thank you.
He has a point. Even the terminus road is blocked by traders. They bring in their tables to the road. They trade, you come, you're driving, you'll be honing, they'll be looking at you. As if daring you, hit us and see. So that road is supposed to be free. That's supposed to be a road. But the market has covered the road. Once in a while, when the government remembers, they clear the place, the traders come back again. So one of the challenges in our towns and cities in Nigeria is poor planning. The planning is well done on paper, but in practice, you see that the implementation has problems. Somebody should enforce the law. Somebody should bring in order and sanity. In the Faringada tomato market, the terminus market, and other markets. Building materials and the rest. You see, the satellite market is organized.
It is.
But one of the challenges is that these people want to sell by the roadside. They don't want to rent shops. And sometimes you don't blame them because they don't have enough to go and start paying 200,000 per annum or 300,000 per annum for a shop.
Bro, do you even know the worst thing? What is even creating such is that the government themselves or itself they actually sold it to their cronies who want to sublet to the traders. If not, the prices of those shops is not to exceed even 50,000. Okay. After getting it from the government, they are now the one who want to sublet to traders who cannot pay.
Yes.
Are you getting it?
Yes. Yeah. And then still talking about satellite markets, that's so I know we have been polarized, separated as a people, but we did that ourselves. And so security of people. Market is one place where you have people from all walks of life and religions and all that. Yes. So some people are of the view that satellite market is situated in a place where you would tend to have just one certain religion more than you have the other.
And that's unfortunate for our development. It's unfortunate for us as a nation, unfortunate for us as a people. We look forward to the days when Nigeria can improve, Plateau can improve, and when we see ourselves as one. And this insecurity problem can be a thing of the past.
Yes.
So viewers and listeners, please be resolute, remain focused. Don't give up on Nigeria. In spite of the challenges, the hardships, the difficult times we are passing through, the difficult times should not change you and make you a bad person. They said tough times never last, but tough people do. Please be tough. Remain strong. Be good. Maintain your integrity. Do what is right. Any day, anytime, wherever you find yourself. Be that good Nigerian, like we used to say, good Samaritan. Be that good Nigerian that does what is good every day, anywhere, anytime.
Thank you so much, Professor P.H. Bamiyi, and of course our guest today on Focus, Kogi, Dr. Negedu Onugu Meji, for being in the studio. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, our host. Thank you, even the entire crew of Unity FM/TV.
Amen. Thank you, our viewer and our listener. This is the much we can take today. We truly apologize. There were so many hitches there, here and there, and so we couldn't get to pick as many calls as we would have loved to. But tomorrow is going to be another beautiful day. You can still throw in your comments, and I'll read them tomorrow. Thank you so much. I pray God takes us to get into see tomorrow. Do have yourself a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking